I'm cut from a cloth where I understand that time is more important than money. So if I ever gave you a second of my time, then you are already a success. See, a lot of you may think that free time is actually free, but that's not the case. So today we're gonna go over what the costs are of free time. And I feel like the best way to go through this is to go through what I do with my own free time. And for me, free time is something that you do without thinking about getting paid. And if you think that I think about getting paid from YouTube, then you're clearly mistaken, because I would have quit last year if I was all about the money with YouTube. Let's get into it. Working out is the first thing that I do on my free time. And that includes lifting weights, hikes, and other training classes that I get into. Another thing is YouTube content, which is social media posts and my YouTube content uploads, and also the social media post that follows it. Next, we have walks at the park. So, your boy gotta clear his mind a little bit, do something for leisure. I take a nice walk at the park, and that's literally what I do. I just walk in the park. And listening to audiobooks / music, guys, this is a huge one for me. So listening to audiobooks is something I do when I'm in a car quite often. I love listening to audiobooks. I listen at least 30 minutes daily to make sure I pace myself and keep up with it. And the music, it keeps me going with my workouts. So, but specifically, the audiobooks are amazing, and I don't listen to my audiobooks usually when I'm walking at the park because I like to absorb the nature around me. Now we have watching TV, and for me, watching TV is actually YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube, and guys, these are in order from, greatest to least. So what I do most often to less often. So me watching YouTube though, and watching TV consists of watching YouTube for me. So I'm watching things like the B1M, shout out to that channel, shout out to Real Life Lore, shout out to the Brand Man. So I like channels like that. So, go check out those channels. It's all about success and how to build real estate and stuff like that. That's what I watch on my free time. All right. Another thing, I love sports as well. So, I have sports teams that are my favorite, but in general, I'm not just all Saturday watching college games. That ain't me. Or just all Sunday watching NFL game. I just don't sit back and watch a lot of sports, but I watch my teams. So, creative workshop is another thing that I do. So my creative workshop is something that I do. It really starts when I wake up in the morning and it goes throughout the day. So I really would like for you guys to look into more specifically about what I mean by this. But basically it's my, and actually visit day number 5 of wholesaling real estate. I'll put the link up there. But it's just me writing down, what I got out of my day, what I expect from the day, and also things that I want for my future, things that I envision for myself as I am and as I wish I will be, but I possess it and I write it as if I am and as if I already have it. A ton of things like that, and also meditation, 30 minutes a day, 3 10-minute sessions. So that's a lot of things that I do as well. So talks with the family is the last thing that I do for my free time. I talk with the fam, whether it be my moms, my pops, my little siblings. I definitely talk with, my parents pretty much on a couple times a week, kind of on a daily basis. And my little sis and my little siblings, I talk to them a couple times a week. And, extended family, I get out to them and say what's up when I can. Now, that being said, this is my free time. So with this being my free time, what's the cost is the question, right? What's the cost of my free time? Well, for me, it's simple. It's my future, right? And it's my peace of mind. And I'm going to go through it and I'll show you guys how it correlates specifically, what I mean by future and peace of mind. And I want you to understand something. When I say future, I mean legacy. My legacy, your legacy, and your peace of mind is what the cost of your free time is. Let's take a look. Working out. Guys, when I work out, I'm working out for my peace of mind. I'll typically split up my day, right, into my, calling, my real estate, all these things. And then I, have my lunch or whatever. I go to the gym, I come back, and my peace of mind, I clear out so much energy at the gym, on my hikes, all of these things. I'm a highly competitive person. I'm a very driven person. When I'm working out, when I'm doing these things, I get a little bit angry. I'm getting that feeling right now. I'm getting the goosebumps. I just get this feeling of just I'm unstoppable. And I love to push myself to the limits. So, peace of mind, but also legacy, right? Our future. So we'll put an F. So the future is because I know what I want my body to look like, and I know what I love, what I expect from my body, and what I love about my body right now. So these ultimately, gives me the peace of mind knowing that I'm doing something daily to control it. And also my legacy, my future is embodying what I envision myself as based off what I'm doing on a daily basis, which is working out. YouTube, content, social media, right? So this for me is peace of mind and, future, which is legacy. Guys, so peace of mind, and I'll write this for you guys if peace of mind and legacy. Future. Guys, so for the YouTube content, my peace of mind comes from I know what I want, right? I couldn't look myself in the mirror if I knew I wanted what I want from YouTube and I just didn't do it, when there's literally no barrier of entry. There's no barrier of entry with YouTube. You can just record something on your phone and just upload it. And I really feel like this era that we're in with YouTube is like a golden age, and YouTube is only going to grow, and I believe that they'll eventually charge creators. You heard it here first. That's my thoughts. But right now it's all free. So the peace of mind comes from me just putting the work in. That's all I gotta do is put the work in on a daily basis to inspire people, to motivate people into action, to get you to step into your best self, to get you to understand your higher potential. I mean, for me, that's amazing. And also, me growing my brand through this, me being a vessel of joy, of positivity to you watching behind the camera, helping you again rise to understand the best level of yourself as I'm rising as well. I'm rising through these videos every day in and day out. I got a decision. I could decide not to, I could decide to stop any moment. But for me, like I said, peace of mind. Peace of mind keeps me going. My free time, peace of mind is what I keep going. And that's because of my legacy. My kids will look back at this. My kids, I get smiles just thinking about that. My kids, my siblings, my grandkids, my family, my loved ones that come from my tree will look back and see what their, granddad, their father, what he did when he could have stopped, but he didn't. And I will be somebody that they can look up to. And that to me is priceless. Again, that legacy right there, for them to look back and for me to build a multi-billion-dollar brand around my family, my last name, my legacy. Again, it starts here though. I understand that my free time will eventually lead to my legacy. You gotta understand that. Walks at the park. Guys, for me, it's peace of mind. This is purely peace of mind. I love to just clear my mind. I have so much that I'm doing that a nice walk at the park is just beautiful. Listening to audiobooks and music. So peace of mind and also legacy. So the audiobooks specifically gives me that peace of mind from the standpoint of just knowing that I'm learning on a daily basis. So often when you get out of school, because the school system kills that natural desire that we actually have as humans to learn. We actually have a natural desire to learn on a daily basis. That being said, it reignited with me when I actually learned that reading books is amazing. So I learned, different books that I can read and things like that. That fire reignited in me, and I would, recommend you to read at least 30 minutes a day. That's what I do. So that peace of mind right there is amazing, but also the legacy of me finding out so many things that I've learned from my books that gives me the confidence to come in front of you in this camera, to share certain things with you that I learned from books. And also for me to be able to, gauge where I'm headed in my own life based off other success stories that I'm listening to in other books. That's amazing. But the music though, guys, it touches the soul when you get that, you know exactly what I'm saying. Everybody knows it, man. Music can touch your soul. And it sometimes can give you just a nice, peace of mind. You just feel like everything is all right in this very moment. And the more you feel like that, and that's stuff in my creative workshop, the more you realize that, and the more you embody the feeling that everything is all right in this moment, the easier you allow things to come to you. When I say things, I mean all the things that you want. Asking and is given. Check that book out. All right, creative, watching TV and YouTube. So this watching TV and YouTube, guys, again, the peace of mind and legacy. So again, the peace of mind part, I do feel like the peace of mind too is when you sit back, like I said, and you just realize that everything is well. So just to go, like, I'm not going to pretend like I don't just watch entertainment television, right? Because I do. And I can say that the amount of TV I watch is probably a lot different than the amount of TV that somebody else watch, because the TV, I got a big screen and it barely gets turned on. And if it does get turned on, it's turned on for a hot second while I eat, then I turn it off. But that being said though, when I sit back and I watch my entertainment television, and when I say entertainment specifically for me, it's about sports, and sometimes if a nice movie come out or something, or if a nice series, but all I'm saying is in that moment, I feel like everything is okay. I don't think about doing anything else. I don't think about going anywhere else. I love where I'm at. I love everything that's going on. I don't think about anything that I have to do, anything that I want to do. In that moment, everything is okay. And the more that we are able to embody the feeling that everything is okay, we are able to allow our desires to move through us, come through us easily and effortlessly. So that's another reason why I say peace of mind. But the legacy portion of it, guys, I really be out here on YouTube literally looking up success stories day in, day out basis, and I feel my body, my mind, everything. It's different. And I mean, it's different in a way that throughout a daily basis, like even if I'm just overhearing the conversation, I might just pick up of somebody. I kid you not, the other day I was walking to the park. It was this couple, older couple. They were like, I want to say like an Indian couple, older. Long story short though, they weren't like too old. I would say early 50s. Long story short, the guy was talking about how he was about to sell his apartment unit to be able to invest into a hotel. The wife was thinking, she was saying like, I don't think right now is the good time to do this. Da, da, da. So I'm like just walking in the park and I'm just hearing stuff like this. And that's not the only incident. Like I overhear things like this, and it's not a coincidence, guys. It's the universe attracting things because of what we're embodying in our subconscious. So things like, you know, this Amazon Jeff Bezos and, you know, him doing third-party shipment to compete with FedEx, USPS, all things like that, guys. I mean, I know that my subconscious is synthesizing, and I'm excited for my legacy, my future, because like I said, one big thing for me is owning commercial real estate. So, you know, building my portfolio and owning commercial and mixed use real estate. So that's for me, but you know, more power to you. Whatever it is for you, I would just urge you to watch success stories. Just breed your mind with success. Creative Workshop, guys, is huge. This is literally legacy. But it can give you peace of mind when you see something work out. You know, when you see you wrote down something, you script it. So you script an event, you write down something as if you wish it were. And you write it down like not only as if you wish it were, but you write it down as if it was really reality, as if it happened. And then once you accept it, the same with you, that you accept your actual reality, then you allow the universe to bring that into your real life experience. And guys, I know you might be thinking like, who is this man? Who do you think he is? Telling me about this, that, and the third, or what I'm doing with my free time. Who do you think he is? You know? Guys, I feel like I'm on the right track. And I ultimately believe that this universe, this belief-based universe, is just about what you feel. So I feel like I'm on the right track. Only you know if you feel like you're on the right track, but I'm just giving you tips that work out for me, all right? Now, Creative Workshop and then talks with the family. That's just peace of mind right there. Peace of mind, talking with the fam, catching up with them. How y'all doing? What's up? What's up? If y'all watching this, I love y'all, all the fam that's tuning in. So yeah, that's that right there. But I want to do something quickly, and I believe that this is going to be amazing because it's going to give you perspective, right? So free time. Now we've already discussed it. Free time, what it costs is the peace of mind and your legacy. I just went through and told you, like, guys, no cap. This is what I do in my free time, day in, day out basis. There are some outliers. I'm not going to act like I'm a monk, right? I'm not a monk. I do, you know, get out there, do my thug. This will be out there. Guys, but for the most part, I'm not a big partier. I do love traveling. However, I've been stacking up like I'm fundraising because I'm very focused. But guys, day in, day out basis, this is what it is. So figure out yours, really write it down. But this is what I'm gonna do now. Working out, right? Let's cross it out. Let's pretend that I did something different. Let's pretend that this isn't me up here, right? Let's pretend that, I don't know, I just decided to say F it one day, right? So I replaced this working out with going to happy hour. That's right, happy hour, right? So instead of working out, we're doing happy hour. So instead of YouTube content, right? Instead of doing YouTube, social media posts, making sure I do all that, I'm actually going to start playing the game. Right? So now I'm playing the game. Now instead of walks at the park, right? We're going to take that away. And guys, like I said, I love to clear my mind. I like to even, envision. I feel like when I clear my mind, new ideas come to me even like easier. So that's why I like my walks to the park. But let's actually switch that with hanging with friends. Right? Hanging out with my guys. We out there chilling. We out here chilling daily basis. We turned up. We playing Madden. We chilling. I'm hanging with the guys, right? Daily basis. Free time. Listen to audiobooks. So actually, I'll just cross listen to audiobooks out. So you still listen to music, okay? And then watching TV, YouTube. I will leave that. I'll leave that just how it is. I'll take the creative workshop out, right? Because that's very responsible to be able to sit back and plan things about your future. And talks with the family, we'll leave that in there. All right, so, excuse me, happy hour. I know you guys got where I'm getting at here, so I'm not gonna just break it all the way down. But what I'm getting at here is, instead of me thinking about and having this peace of mind, be able to detach myself from my work, from that portion of work to get into another one, instead, I would rather, and instead of me working on my fitness and my body and my mind, physical connection, all this spiritual stuff, all that, I'm about to go hit up happy hour. They got some $5 martinis or $5 margaritas. You got $7 martinis. And I'm having a nice drink. I'm about to meet up with my guys, right? I'm about to play the game for a bit. I'm going to hang out with the guys. You feel me? We're going to be listening to some nice music. We might even watch us some TV, some nice YouTube. And I'm going to talk with the fam. And that's my free time for the day. This can't be me. And if that's you, then more power to you. But I tell you this, at this same thing, I will find myself probably thinking about, man, why am I not in shape? I used to be playing football in college. Now look at me, I'm fat, I'm slumped over, right? That's probably what I be thinking. And then this YouTube content, I'm playing a game. Man, why can't, I want more out of life. I want more out of life. I want to do something bigger in my life. I want more out of life. I feel like I can do this. I feel like I can do, but I'm about to turn on Madden for 3 hours and just play the game. Forget it. All right, walks at the park. Hanging with friends. I'm about to go hang with my guys, forget clearing my mind. I'm about to go hang out with the guys, hang out with my girls, and we're about to just kick it. We're about to hit up happy hour. We're about to just hang out. And don't get it twisted. If you got a nice friend group and you guys are on a mission towards something, then that doesn't pertain to you. But if you have a friend group where you just get off work and y'all go smoke, y'all go, drink, y'all go get some shorties, y'all go, man, dude, like, come on, tighten up. So, music. If you're just listening to music, and this is a balanced one, guys. I'm not going to say just listening to music is horrible, because just reading, it's like, just because you read doesn't guarantee your success. It's also action. You feel me? So I feel like this music one is cool, but I do feel like you should also throw the audiobooks in. That way you can start planning and absorbing, success stories, and also just different points of view that you're more than most likely are not exposed to on your day-to-day basis throughout your immediate circle, your family, or anybody. More than most likely, when you're reading like different kind of books, you're not hearing this on a daily basis. You're not hearing what you're learning on a daily basis. And then watching TV, YouTube. If you're just watching, regular TV and YouTube, you get off work, you have dinner, and you're watching TV for 4 hours. I mean, come on, bro. Like that legacy, that peace of mind, you're gonna be on the couch like, man, bro got a nice car. He got a nice car. He got a, it's gonna be a whole bunch of him, he's, and she's coming out your mouth and not you. Focus on yourself. All right, and like Nip said, turn off y'all extras. Turn off that direction. Turning up my grind, waking up to more pressure, but it's all in your mind, so I never feel pressure. Know it's all in due time. Now 100 stacking like Tetris. That's how you gotta look at it. All right, creative workshop, tap in, guys. Start, just really Google creative workshop, asking it is given. I feel like things will pop up, and I'm gonna start doing more because I love that book. It's actually, like, at this stage of life, I feel like it's a very it's an amazing book. All right, talk to the family. You keep that. You talk with your family on a day-in, day-out basis. That's cool. I just would say if you're talking with your family and there's nothing over a non-constructive point, you feel me? Like, at a certain point, like, you shouldn't just be spending 2 hours on a day just talking with your family. Like, there's probably something else that you can do. That's all I mean right there. And it's not to say that you should not spend 2 hours a day talking with your family. I'm just saying at a certain point, there's probably better things to do with your time that could probably even help your family out better in the long run. So this is what I do in my free time. This is what some people are doing in their free time. And I wrote this down because I remember back at JD Byrider. And I appreciate you guys staying to the end. So between me and you, I remember back at JD Byrider when I was, cleaning cars, washing cars, and I had to go home or wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, make find my leads, and then go home on lunch, make a couple calls while I eat lunch, and then come home right after work for 2 hours. I'm talking about, I don't even take off my JD Byrider stuff. I'm still smelling like the garage. 2 hours straight, cold calling till about 7:30 at night. That was my free time, right? If I would have did it back then, it would have looked something like, it would have looked different, right? But it would have been working out on there, and it would have been little stuff different with YouTube, but walks on the park would have been on there, listening to audiobooks would have been on there, music would have been on there, watching TV/YouTube would have been on there, creative workshop would have been on there, and Talks with the Family would have been on there. And the YouTube wasn't, and the hike wouldn't be, right? So that being said though, what I get at is, in my life, I'm grateful. I feel like I've always gotten what I've wanted, and I feel like in this very moment, my free time 2 years ago is what led me to this very moment talking to you. So I'm very excited to see where my free time as of now will lead me to as well. Because our free time, ultimately, it costs you your legacy and your peace of mind. What do you want to be remembered as, and how do you want to think of yourself? And that is how you should spend your free time. Guys, I appreciate you watching. As long as your heart is in every step, you are already a success. Visit successshopping.com for all of your success guided material. As always, get to stepping.